What's going on, y'all? It's a Saturday, and we heading out to Hagerstown, Maryland. It's almost a 2-hour drive. Going on a listing appointment. It's a 2-hour drive. So normally I try to keep business in my local area, but I'm pretty familiar with Hagerstown, so it's not like I'm going somewhere that I don't know anything about. Maybe I don't want to be wrong, but maybe in about 4 or 8 years ago, I don't remember, 4 or 8 years ago, my church had met with the congressman out there. So that was like his first term when he took over, David Trone, I believe his name is. And he just wanted to meet like his constituents. He just wanted to meet people and primarily discuss just his strategy and like the opioid epidemic that was hitting that area around that time, because his nephew, I believe, overdosed, and that's kind of what motivated him to get into politics. At least that's the story he told us. So my church kind of met with him, and I was there. I was one of the people that was asked to go meet with him. So that was like my first real deep engagement in Hagerstown. I think he even ran just now for U.S. Senate. I don't know if he won. That's in Washington County. And then the lady out here in PG County, she ran as well against him. So I don't keep up too much with politics, but you drive by, you see their sign. So when I saw his name, this guy is now running for Senate. So that's my Hagerstown story. And last year I sold a house on Raymond's Crossing. It's just funny, obviously my name is Raymond, so selling a house on Raymond's Crossing in Hagerstown was just, myself and the client laughed about it, because I showed them a bunch of properties, then ended up buying on Raymond's Crossing, so we just laughed about that. So I got a listing appointment now in Hagerstown, Maryland, and like I said, that's my backstory with Hagerstown. I'm very familiar, been there a bunch of times. It's in a different county, 2-hour drive, but it's an area I'm very familiar with. Then on top of it all, this is not a super competitive listing appointment, meaning unlike some listing appointments I go to when they're interviewing a bunch of agents, got a bunch of agents calling them. This is a client I've been building rapport with for a while. He's an investor. So he called me up saying he wants to list with me. So honestly, it's a listing walkthrough. I can talk my way out of a good deal, obviously, but if I just act professional, this one is in the bag already, quite frankly. It's more so us pricing the property properly. That's what this meeting is about. Because I ran comps online. I got an idea of what it goes for, but he's an investor. The pictures online are not it's not what the house looks like now. He's been working on it. So we just got to go get some eyeballs on it and come up with a price. Then I'll write the contract up and we get this show on the road as soon as he's done with all his repairs. So he should be there working with his contractor till about 6 p.m. I told him I'll be there at 4. And I think I left where I should be there at 4:03. I mean, not 4:03, 3:57, 3 minutes earlier than expected. But I like to be a lot earlier than that. I'm hoping it's a Saturday, 495, the Beltway, and 270 that goes down to that part of town is not too heavy on traffic. Plus it's like the July 4th weekend, so I'm still thinking some families have still not returned yet, so traffic should be light. That's what I'm hoping on. I'm already supposed to be there 3 minutes early. If traffic is light on the highway, we ain't gonna tell you how we drive, but we gonna get there a lot earlier, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, but this client here, like I mentioned, he's an investor. I've been dealing with him for a few months, but this is going to be our first transaction. I've been on the buyer side with him a little bit. We weren't able to secure properties because he's an investor. He's looking for foreclosures, and most of the times people bid on the properties, and he not like he ain't got the money, but he's trying to make sure he meets his bottom line. You don't want to bid too heavy on a foreclosure, so we haven't been lucky to secure something yet, but he's still looking for a property. Yeah, but he called me up saying he's almost done renovating this one and he's ready to put it on the market. So yeah, this is going to be our first deal, as mentioned. It's not going to be the biggest commission check, not because the property isn't super heavy priced. It's, it's, a little below the average cost in Maryland of a home. Plus, I'm giving him the investor discount. These people are business people. They try to make a bottom line, try to shave off points and commissions. It's okay with me because an investor is going to be a repeat customer. You're going to keep getting projects from him, and he seems professional. We've been very respectful to each other, and this could be a client that keeps coming 3, maybe 4 times a year. So giving him the investor discount doesn't bother me a single bit, because you're always almost guaranteed to be having a listing with him. So you don't want to go chasing the biggest commission check and then lose on a repeat customer, So that's the game plan for the day. We do have a showing booked tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm so thankful. My open house that was scheduled for tomorrow is going to be canceled now, obviously, because the property went under contract during the week. So I obviously don't have to do that open house. Frees up my schedule so I can catch up on some other work I got to do. So as one is under contract coming off the market, it's just perfect. Another one is going on with this one I'm going to now. So that's the cycle. That's how you just stay grinding, stay focused. And let the deals keep coming in, Yeah, it's been a pretty decent summer. I think I'm going to hit my goals. As far as when the year started, I had a certain amount of properties I wanted to sell. I think I'm going to hit that. But it's not the highest amount I could have went for. But I wanted something decent to where it's, I know the year after this is going to be even better. But things are heating up now to where I'm feeling very good about my annual goals. As far as properties I wanted to sell. But it's just hard work, A whole lot of staying up, grinding, not enough sleep. We're building this thing from scratch, hence the title, right, of the video. And I'm just happy to have y'all go on this journey with me. Yeah. So I'll let y'all know when I get to the property. It's a duplex, but he doesn't own both parts of it. He's just trying to sell one half of the duplex that he owns. Bought it maybe a year or so ago in foreclosure, and he was gutting it out. Not complete renovation, but doing enough to enhance the property. And we just got to meet at a price point. The good thing about investors is they don't do this for show. They do it for money. So an investor is going to price it in a reasonable price range, because they got to get their money out so they can go to their next project. You know, sometimes some of them are a little bit unrealistic with the price point, but if it doesn't sell, then as an investor, you're tying down all your money. So most likely investors, they do want that discount though. They don't want you to charge them the highest commission to sell the property, but they do price it at an area that is going to sell, because an investor doesn't make any money if the property just stays on the market. They're not into flipping houses just to repair, because they love repairing houses and fixing them and making them look good. They're into this. It's a business. They got a bottom line. So that's a good thing about going on a listing appointment with an investor. You know they want to sell, and they're going to price it in a good area. And we should be getting this listing on the market. That's all what I'm going to see. How much more time does he need to repair and get the house ready for showing and pictures? All right. We're about to hit the highway. So catch y'all later. I don't know if y'all see the mountains in the background. The mountains in the background. Just the tree line. Beautiful view. What's going on? We're here 6 minutes early. I see the dumpster outside. That's normally common for... See the dumpster outside? That's normally common for fix and flip properties. I'm just going to get ready and go inside, talk to this client, take a look at the property. All right, just leaving Hagerstown now. About an hour and 42-minute drive back. Just got the listing. Like I said, I had a feeling I was going to get the listing anyway. And based on how this one goes, I may get multiple listings from this guy, because he's a contractor and he priced it kind of like working with contractors. Your commission check is not going to be the biggest, you know, because they are always asking for a discounted rate, but you're going to get a few deals out of them a year. So we agreed on a nice listing price that's enticing. They're still working on the house, that's why I didn't show anything. Contractor was there, they're working on it. Yeah, and we should get it on the market first week of August or last week of July. So good day, good Saturday, and that's it. Well, not really. I got to go write the listing agreement and everything. I should have written it before I came in, but I know he was working on the house. If it was something I wanted to compete for, I probably would have written a listing agreement. But it was more so come look at it and let's put a price on it. You already got the listing. Kinda that's how the conversation was, based on the fact that he's a client I was already working with. Even though this is gonna be our first deal together, I kinda knew I had the listing. It's all about pricing it right. Because I tell sellers all the time, I don't brag about having a listing. I don't get paid for listing your property. If anything, I spend a lot of money on gas, on flyers, on open houses. I only make money when your house sells. So sometimes if you're not even willing to price it at a price that's gonna sell, it makes no sense taking it. You know? It's just taking up one more of my signs. I could put it on another house that's gonna sell, right? So it's just about making sure the seller's not too attached to the property with all their sentimental values, what you may see and how connected you are to the house. The next person may not be. or the colors you want to paint the house. The good thing about this one, they painted it real nice, bland colors. You know, it looked very bright. They added 1.5 bathrooms to it. So now it's instead of a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath house. You know, they finished the basement up, even though technically you can't count the square footage, but it's a finished basement, you know. So it's a nice property, and we're gonna get it on the market. I gotta go write those contracts up tonight, actually, and that's what we'll be doing. Well, thanks for watching. It's a day in the life. Built from scratch. We're building this thing up. Summertime. Got a listing on the contract. Picking up a replacement listing. That's the game plan. I need to always have a few houses on the market. And also, I got a text from a buyer saying they're gonna be ready to put in an offer on another very nice property. Very nice property. You know, they are asking about $865,000 for that house, but my buyer is somewhere in the 700s. So we got a lot of negotiation to do. And it's been sitting on the market for a while because nobody's willing to pay that price, but she really loves that property. So I got a good feeling about that one. You know, so things are, you know, the pipeline is full. You want to keep the pipeline flooded, so it's flowing, you know. All right. Talk to y'all later. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Let's get it.